Hey everybody, Jordan and Jeff here from the X-Strike Podcast, and today we're going to talk all about the Nintendo Switch. We're going to cover everything that the Big N revealed at the Switch Direct, and the Treehouse event, and we'll also give you our thoughts on everything as it stands currently. So, biggest news of the night, release date March 3rd, price point $299.99, about what I expected.
Yeah, a little higher than what I expected, but I'm not disappointed.
Yeah, I was thinking $299.99 maybe with the pack-in game. A little disappointed there's not one there, but
Right.
it is what it is. There's something that I think made up for that price point we'll get into here in just a little bit.
Right.
So, I'm sure you guys have all seen it by now, the tablet with the two Joy-Cons. Nintendo talked about there are 3 different configurations for it.
Right.
There's the tablet with the controllers on the side. So you can play it in, I think they called that tablet mode, something like that.
Somewhere along.
There's when you're playing on the TV and using it as your main controller, a la the Wii U. And there's also a sweet little kickstand on the back, so you can detach the Joy-Cons, prop it up, and play with your pals. Pretty sweet. But what blew me away really, and I know we talked about it a little bit last night, was the Joy-Con controllers.
Oh yeah.
A lot of cool tech packed into those little guys. I was blown away by the HD Rumble.
Yeah, I had seen the patent for this before they had announced that it was the Nintendo Switch, and the technology involved in this and what it can do is some amazing stuff.
Yeah, we all knew the accelerometers would be packed in, so it could still do the motion control stuff. But in the presentation when he did the Ice Cube thing,
Right.
holy cow, that was super sweet. So basically, you'll be able to get sensory and tactile information. Almost, I don't know how to describe it. It seems like you can almost feel weight in them.
Yeah, the patent and what it had expressed was that they're using the sound and the vibration. It's not a typical motor with a weight on it to create the vibration. Instead, it's like a post, like a pole that they can provide vibration along the entire thing and different forms of vibration. So what they're doing is tricking your brain, just like they did with the 3DS and shooting light into one eye and shooting to create 3D in your eyes. Now they're using sound with the vibration patterns to trick your brain and go, this is what you're feeling.
It's pretty cool. That was actually probably my aha moment of the event, because that kind of came out of left field for me. And I've read, you and I both really have read probably every rumor article that came out since the teaser trailer. Some other cool stuff, 256 gig micro SD compatible.
Yeah.
Which is a lot of storage for a Nintendo console.
And even that, it's accessible under the kickstand on the back of the console, which means that you can carry you can carry multiple micro SD cards and switch out on the fly.
Yeah. Speaking of that screen, it's multi-touch, 6.2 inch. We're just looking at the resolution a second ago. I already forgot what it was.
1280 by
1280 by 720.
Yeah.
So nice and crystal clear definition on that. It's going to be really sweet. Battery life a little disappointing. 3 to 6 hours depending on the game. If you're going to be a big traveler with this thing, I could see where that would be a setback. But they are offering some on-the-go charging options. I know when we went and reserved our console, we got the whole spiel about them. So there's multiple ways to go on that.
Well, and with the potential, they didn't speak about it. Nintendo didn't speak about it, but other people are rumoring this, that it's a 30-minute charge life. That's not charge life, but charging time.
Charge time to full power,
That 3 to 6 hours won't be a big deal if it only takes 30 minutes to charge, say while you're playing it.
Right. So pretty sweet there. Overall, I'm fairly impressed with the system. My biggest gripe actually was with the presentation. I understand that it was in Japan, different setting than something like E3 over here. It's pretty low key. A little goofy at times, and I felt like that you and I talked about it at dinner tonight, how we found the translators a little lacking.
Yeah.
But that's okay. Those gripes aside, I want to get into games here a little bit. Zelda Breath of the Wild launch title.
Yeah.
I feel like that had to happen.
Right. I mean, the push for that, and if it didn't come at launch, there was going to be an uproar.
Right.
That's what the consumer wants. The Master Edition and the Special Edition
Sold out.
sold out that
This is my
night.
salty tears that I didn't get one.
Yeah, the
Well.
Amazon online orders. I was looking at it at the end of the event last night, and I'm like, when do I get to order? And it is the exact same screen I've seen today because it was sold out immediately.
Yeah. We actually got pretty lucky that we were able to pre-order the console at all. So
Right.
Hope you got one. We got our third trailer for Breath of the Wild. Looks amazing. Every time I see something new for the game, I just can't wait to get my hands on it that much more. We saw a little bit more of the world this time.
Yeah.
Not just the high plains. We got to see a little bit of the darker side of stuff. We got to see when they were showing what looked to me like Ganon's castle rising up.
Right.
And they were talking about the Scourge Ganon or something. They had a weird name for it
Yeah,
this
what was
time.
his name?
Calamity Ganon.
Yeah,
That's what
Calamity
it was this
Ganon.
time. So really psyched about that. I think that's going to be the console mover right out of the gate.
I agree.
But it looks fantastic. So that's my sort of twiddling my thumbs, waiting. So excited. They announced Splatoon 2, which is awesome because it was being rumored as like a port or
Right.
an upgrade. But no, we're getting a whole new game, which is awesome. You played a whole bunch of Splatoon 1. I know you're a big fan of it, so
Yeah.
you excited for 2?
Yeah, I've seen the new upgrades and the new guns, and I'm wondering they had the dualies, the two pistols, and they have their own reticles. So I'm wondering if there's some Joy-Con.
One Joy-Con and one
You know,
hand.
I know that after you do the special roll moves, the reticle comes together, but I'm really wondering if they allow you to kind of spread fire and bring it back together, because that would really change up how things play.
They sort of teased that a little bit when they were talking about another game, 1-2 Switch. Separated Joy-Cons, each operated by a different player. So
Right.
maybe a little bit of that going on there. A game that you're more excited about than I am, I think, ARMS. You want to talk about it a little bit?
Yeah, ARMS looks great. In all honesty, I liked the Punch-Out remake.
Which I didn't play, so.
Yeah, I really did like that, and this one is kind of like a further iteration, and it really is using that HD rumble, because what I saw them talk about it was there's a character called Ribbon Girl, and they said when you throw a punch, that HD rumble actually makes it feel like the ribbon is unraveling in your hand.
That's cool.
So you can throw a punch and then twist, and you'll actually hook your punch. You throw two together, you can actually throw, you block, dodge, and jump, and everything. It looks cool to me.
I guess I'll just have to let you beat me up when we get our
I
consoles.
have no gripes with that.
Mario Kart 8 Deluxe was also announced. New battle mode.
Yeah.
A few new tracks. Splatoon kids will be playable characters for this one. I kind of have mixed feelings about this one. I'm a little disappointed it's not a full new Mario Kart, but I have to imagine that's going to happen later on down the line.
Yeah.
And this gets them a Mario Kart on the system pretty much right out of the gate, or at least within the first 6 months or so.
Right. And I feel like a lot of those games from the Wii U, they're trying, because of the low adoption rate,
Right.
they're trying to bring it over to a new console. And putting those old school items back in.
Yeah, the extra item slot too, so it'll be fun. I'm gonna buy it. Let's be honest.
I've already pre-ordered it.
Some kind of smaller games that I'm pretty excited about. I Am Setsuna is going to come to the Switch. I don't own a PS4 or a gaming PC, so I missed out on that earlier in the year. I'm a big fan of Squaresoft RPGs, especially the old school style ones. Heard there's some Chrono Trigger links in there. I know if you guys listen to the show, you know we are humongous Chrono Trigger fans, so I'm excited to get my hands on that one. Another RPG that looked pretty cool, although I don't think it's finished. Project Octopath or Octopath Project.
Yeah.
Looks cool, very like foreground, pixelated characters. I think that'll be neat.
Yeah. From the title of it, I'm really thinking that they're doing that branching storyline kind of thing.
Yeah, I kind of got that same feeling from the brief moment that they talked about it. So
Right.
remains to be seen there. It seems to me like if you love RPGs, this could be your system. 4 new Dragon Quest games, that's crazy.
Right.
Plus I Am Setsuna, plus some other stuff that'll come out down the line. Didn't get an official announcement on Mother 3. Little surprise there.
Right.
Thought we might be seeing a localization for that. But some other cool stuff they announced is that the Switch will be region free.
Yeah.
So if you can read or speak Japanese, you could just download the J version and
Right.
play it that way. I can't because I don't. What else? Oh, what? One of the things that got me personally excited was Suda51 came out. Talked a little bit about a new game with Travis Touchdown, the protagonist from No More Heroes 1 and 2. One of my favorite titles from the Wii. So hoping for a No More Heroes 3, but if that's not the case, whatever he's in, I'm sure I'll buy day one.
Smash Brothers with Travis Touchdown.
Right, that needs to happen. Why is that not happening? And the Splatoon kids, we talked about
Right,
that earlier.
yeah.
You need to get those guys in there. There's your next ad. You're welcome, Nintendo.
And Bomberman.
And Bomberman. Yep, Bomberman was announced. A new Street Fighter 2. Yeah, no, I didn't stutter. Street Fighter 2. They're going to add 2 new characters. Looks like it's getting a little bit of a graphical update.
Right.
So we saw a video of the Joy-Cons separated from the screen and 2 players duking it out.
Right.
Joy-Con apiece, so that's awesome. Who wouldn't want Street Fighter on the go? And then of course the other AAA title, Super Mario Odyssey.
Yeah.
Looks weird.
It has some strangeness to it. It has some familiarity with the New York scene it has.
Dog City, baby.
New Dog City.
Cracked me up so much. That particular stage or level or whatever it's going to end up being gave me a little bit of a Sonic 06 vibe. Hoping it's not that. But then some of the other stages that they had showcased in this sizzle really reminded me of Mario 64.
Yeah.
It's cool because it seems like we're getting the first, well, I hesitate to use the word sandbox, but the big open 3D Mario since, Sunshine probably.
Right.
So, yeah, I'm excited about that one.
What I did notice that maybe you guys will notice if you watch back over it, at the end of it, every time I've watched it, I see that in portion and I hear the music, and the music they play sounds like Smash Brothers. It's like they're saying, hey, we're going to incorporate Mario with his hat fling into the next Smash.
Hattie McHatterson.
Yeah.
Or I'm not going to say the other one.
No.
So yeah, I'm pretty pumped for that. I think that'll be, I mean, it's a Mario game,
Right.
but hopefully it's really good. Do you have any critiques, system-wise or presentation-wise?
Yeah, the presentation, I really wish they would have. I mean, they did well to make it their own event instead of tacking it on to E3 where they would lose some of the focus on them.
Mm-hmm.
But they really could have made each thing special if they would have almost romanticized it, you know?
Sure. Yeah, I agree. I thought the presentation itself was a little lacking. I don't think I've got too many critiques for the console. I think I'm more disappointed in some of the games that we didn't see.
Right.
But not to say that they're not coming, so I can't even really chalk that one up to that. Expectations going forward, I think it's going to be a good system. I think it's going to sell well just on the heels of Zelda and Splatoon and Mario Kart. Pre-orders already sold out.
Yeah,
so
exactly. That's what I was going to say.
that probably tells you everything you need to know right there. Going forward, you and I have talked about this a little bit. The VR possibilities for the console.
Right.
So, and I know you've got a little bit more information on it than I do, or at least what you'll think they'll do.
Yeah. Yeah, I really think that, well, they've talked about doing VR. They've talked about if it's reasonable to do, they're going to do it. And if it's what the consumer wants, I guarantee you they'll do it. That's what Nintendo does. What I'm anticipating is the first ever Metroid VR experience.
I'd be cool with that.
But the Joy-Cons, the HD Rumble, and the fact that individual hands, if they use the simple VR goggle idea and you put the screen into the goggles, I mean, it's set up for it. I mean,
I even texted you that during the event once I saw that. So I was like, that's got VR written all over it.
Right.
So.
Right. And the fact that you could feel what you're doing in a VR environment is amazing. That would be awesome.
Yeah, I'm excited to see what's on the horizon.
Right.
They've got me
Zero
hooked.
dawn.
So yeah. So what did you guys think? Did you like the presentation? Are you satisfied with the console and the game lineup? Did you get a pre-order? Did you miss out? Let us know. You can find the X-Strike podcast. We are on iTunes. We are on, what's the other thing? SoundCloud. We're on Twitter, Facebook, and Instagram. You can find us all X-Strike Podcast, all lowercase, one word. Our show typically comes out on Wednesdays, and we'd love it if you give it a listen. But thanks for checking in with us today about the Switch, and we'll see you guys in the future.
Peace.